Hello everyone, my name is Paul. I'm going to be doing a 30-minute yin from Three Tides. I'd like to start by getting a block or a cushion and sitting on it to help rotate the pelvis, to get the knees below so we have proper posture to allow for a better flow of energy and air. There's two things that are important when starting yoga class. It's focus and perspective. The more focus we can have, the more benefits we're going to get. And with a healthy perspective on things, it's going to give us better clarity and more acceptance to do things. Basically, there's two ways to do things, subconsciously or consciously. So we're going to try to maintain as much a conscious practice as we can. So I'd like to start by clasping the hands together. Chances are it was likely done subconsciously. And what is the subconscious? Subconscious is our behaviors and our habits. So we habitually put our hands together and it feels comfortable. If we slide our fingers 2 fingers down and put our hands together again, we start to feel odd sensation that's not normal. If we take the perspective that this odd sensation is growth, it's something that our body's not familiar with, it's something new. And by doing this and recognizing it as growth, we're starting to rewire the brain and create new thoughts and new patterns. So not only does the body feel odd sensations, the mind feels odd sensations. So as we try to change our thought pattern to more healthier ones, they might feel odd. And oftentimes when we feel odd sensations, we stop doing what we're doing because it feels odd. But if we're making the right choices and thinking healthy thoughts and it feels odd, that's what you want to know. You want to feel that because that's making the change. You're going to areas you haven't been before and it's creating a new you, a healthier you. So let's start by trying to make a separation of mind and our true self by using the breath work. So slowly focusing on inhaling, nice and slow, allowing the low belly to stick out, the upper belly, allowing the chest to relax, allowing ourselves to sink into our block or on the floor, perhaps moving any muscles that are interfering with us that not allow us our sit bones to sit evenly on the floor, making sure each sit bone is sitting with equal pressure. Exhaling nice and slow, exhaling longer than you think. If we exhale longer than inhaling, it tells the body and the mind that we're safe, and it reverses anxiety and it reverses the fight or flight sensations. So inhaling nice and slow, allowing the lungs to fill and hold it, allowing the lungs to still pressurize and fill up. And maybe wiggle around. Our lungs are in a sac. So if we can keep the lungs pressurized and wiggle around, we're going to lubricate the lungs in that sac. Then exhaling nice and slowly, as if we're fogging up a mirror. That restricts the throat. That allows us to slow the breath down so we can exhale longer than inhaling. We can also do that with the lips closed and still have the sound. So this is conscious breathing. So consciously breathing in slower than you think. The next time you go to inhale, relax the throat. Allow it to open up. So a vacuum is created, air is drawn in. Relax the throat, and if you can feel the jaw relax, that sensation of the jaw relaxing, feel that sensation and maintain that sensation of relaxation as you slowly inhale, slower than you think. Then exhaling, focusing on the sit bones, the low belly, allowing yourself just to drop into the floor, allowing your body to feel the sensation of gravity pulling down, relaxing the shoulders. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears. Bring the shoulder blades together behind us. And then lower the shoulders, reaching down the floor with our elbows. And maybe tilting our head side to side to help stretch out the neck as we lower the shoulders down. Inhaling slowly, and on an exhale, let's start reaching behind and twisting. Starting to twist at the hips and the low belly, upper belly, chest, pushing into the floor, pulling that clavicle back as we slowly relax the back, releasing the muscles, releasing the jaw, taking the tongue off roof of the mouth, exhaling slowly. And now on your exhale, maybe you can twist a little deeper, starting at the hips, low belly, then looking behind. On an inhale, coming forward. And then on exhale, reversing to the opposite side. You can use your hand to help with the twist, placing that hand behind you to open up the clavicle, bring the shoulder blades together, starting to twist at the hips, the low belly, the chest, looking behind, relaxing the jaw, and then exhale so you can twist a little deeper into it, looking behind. On an inhale, coming forward. Now we'll slowly relax the hips, relax the low back, and reach forward, crawling forward, and releasing. Exhaling to sink, raising one shoulder then the other to get a little side stretches. Inhaling slower than you think, exhaling slower than you think. Releasing the low back, allowing your low belly just to hang down. Let it rest on the thighs, let it rest between the thighs. Then coming up to a seated position, your own time. We'll remove the block, or whatever you're sitting on. Come to a tabletop position. In a tabletop position, we want our wrists below the shoulders, our knees below the hips. So we'll do some cat and cows. So let the low belly hang down, pushing into the mat with the hands and looking up. And then going from one ankle to the other, making a U shape or a W shape, whatever you'd like. Maybe you want to stay on one side and pulse a little. Maybe you feel one hip's tighter than the other. Coming up, switching sides, listening to your body, seeing what your body needs. Allow it to move the way it wants. Then coming to a neutral position, we'll do a cat pose. Pushing into the mat with the hands, pulling up between the shoulder blades, and then arching the back, bringing the sternum into the chest, the belly, navel into the spine as we squeeze out any air, exhaling, and then doing the same thing, going from one ankle to the other ankle. Listening to the body again, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. Maybe do little swings, side to side, releasing the low back. Coming to a neutral position, tucking the toes. We'll come to a downward dog. We want to try to get the hips up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. We can do that by raising the hips, but we can also do it by lowering the chest between the biceps. We can paddle out the feet one at a time, relaxing behind the knees to allow the leg to stretch. Taking the time to let the leg relax so we get the stretch. If the muscles are pulling, we're not going to get the stretch as deeply as if you allow that muscle to relax, to allow it to stretch. That's where we get the flexibility, is by releasing any tension. Maybe we can sink the head between the shoulders a little deeper.
Then lifting our right leg up behind us, bending the knee, opening up the hip, and then rotating the knee around, lubricating the hip in its socket. Then switching directions. And bringing that right knee to right wrist, opening up the calf muscle, and coming down, resting on the hips. If you need to block, you can put something up underneath. We want to keep the hips square. If we go to one side and rest on it, we're not getting the stretch area we want. To get the stretch in the hip, we need to keep our hips straight in line and allow ourselves to sink down. Inhaling, relaxing the low belly, relaxing the hips. And then if you want, coming down onto forearms, resting the head down onto the floor, allowing the low belly just to hang down and relax the chest, relax the throat. Maybe you want to twist to one side to see if you can get deeper into one muscle more than a twisting to the other side, seeing if you notice the difference of where the muscles are being stretched, seeing if you can feel the areas of tension and let them go, let them relax, let the muscles between the sit bones relax, let the groin relax, let the low belly hang down, inhaling nice and slowly, exhaling nice and slowly, longer than you think, holding up a mirror, placing the hands down on the mat, tucking the back toes, and coming to a downward dog, and paddling on the feet again. Then lifting the left leg up behind us, bending the knee and opening up the hip, making circles with this leg, lubricating the hip on this side. And then reversing direction. Then bringing the left knee to the left wrist, opening up the calf so it's not going to be pinching the muscles as much, keeping the hips square, stepping that back leg behind you so you can get deeper, sinking vertically down in, relaxing the low belly, relaxing the jaw, breathing nice and slow, consciously breathing, consciously aware of the body, allowing ourselves to fold forward and relax. Releasing the low back, releasing the groin, releasing the glute muscles. Exhaling, letting go. And then go down the other side. See if you can twist a little. Maybe you can get deeper into that tension muscle, or become more aware of the areas that have tension. Rotating both sides, see if you notice which side twist benefits you more. Then planting the hands, tucking the toes, come to a downward dog again. Paddling the feet, coming to a table position, crossing the ankles over top of each other, grabbing the shins, and we're going to do a stretch on the lumbar region of the back here. So we're going to do a cat, pushing up on that lumbar region, wiggling the hips side to side like we did on the table, seeing if we can loosen up the back. Breathing nice and slowly and ease. So how do I know when I'm overexerting myself? It's done by observing the breath. If I'm holding my breath or I can't breathe with ease, then I'm not doing the pose with ease. All poses are meant to be done with ease. Bringing hands forward, tabletop, switching whichever ankle's on top, and repeating that same exercise. Grabbing the shins, moving back and forth, arching that lumbar region, reversing the arch. Coming up to hands and knees, and we're going to pulsing off those ankles again. Swinging side to side, since we've just done some pretty good deep stretches in the lumbar region. Then coming to a seated position. Bring our feet to the floor, coming down onto our back, picking up the right leg, putting the right ankle on the left knee, creating a figure four, reaching through the hole, grabbing the shin, grabbing the back of the calf, or the back of the thigh, whichever you find that is the best for you. And then on an exhale, seeing if you can bring the knee into the chest, or the chest off the floor into the knee. Exhaling, feeling the stretch in the hip. This is the same as that pigeon pose we just did. The good thing about this pose, it can be done anywhere, laying in bed before you go to sleep or when you get up in the morning, giving those hips a good stretch. At the same time, you can wiggle the ankle around, make some circles with the ankle, give it a stretch as well. Reversing the directions, back and forth. On an exhale, maybe you can get deeper into the stretch. Maybe you can bring the knee closer to the chest or bring the chest up to the knee. Relaxing the hip. If you feel that tension, accept it and relax it. It'll dissipate. And we'll allow the right foot to fall over to the left, and we'll get a bit of a twist here. And we can use our hand to help guide the knee, straightening our arm out to a T, looking in the opposite way we're twisting. Relaxing the low back. Relaxing the low belly, relaxing the jaw. See if the tongue is off the roof of the mouth. Relaxing the forehead, the face. Maybe we can get a little deeper in the twist on your next exhale. You can help your knee guide closer to the floor. Then on an inhale, bringing it back up to center, placing both feet on the floor, give our legs a little shake before putting the left ankle on the right knee. Reaching through and repeating the stretch the same way you did on the other side. Pulling the knee into the chest or the chest off the floor. Rotating the ankle. Taking the tongue off the roof of the mouth, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the glute, relaxing the groin muscles, relaxing all the muscles between the sit bones. Then on exhale, maybe you can get a little deeper into the stretch. If you want to rotate your head side to side. Exhaling nice and slow, slower than you think. Exhale as if you're fogging up a mirror. Slowing the breath down, reversing fight or flight, releasing any anxiety. And then allowing the left foot to fall over to the right. As we twist, bringing the arms up to a T position or helping the arm guide the knee closer to the ground. Relaxing the low back, relaxing the glute muscles, relaxing the low belly. That circle around our hips, relax that whole area to allow the twist to take place with ease. Inhaling nice and slowly, consciously breathing. Relaxing the hips, relaxing any areas of tension to allow the body to go where it needs to go up with ease. Coming back up to center, bring our knees flat to the floor, giving our legs a shake. Coming up to a seated position. We're placing our hands, the heels of our hands on top of our pelvis, and where our fingertips are is the area we want to pivot from. This is where our hip bones are. Between the ribs and the hips is a soft area where we can bend anywhere around there. For optimum back health, it's best to bend from the hips. If you want to lead with the heart as we go toward the toes. So folding over, you can use the hands to grab the arms to help guide. Relaxing the belly, letting it fall onto the thighs. Relaxing the chest. Exhaling. Inhaling nice and slowly. Exhaling to relax. Maybe you can get a little deeper into it. Relaxing behind the knees. Maybe straightening one leg and allowing to get a good stretch while the other leg releases the pressure off it. And then switching back, allowing this opposite leg to relax while we get a good stretch, relaxing behind the knee of the other leg, and then maybe getting a little deeper into the fold. Leading with the heart towards the toes. If you have difficulty with this, you can put a strap or a belt around the feet to help pull, to guide you. Exhaling to relax. Coming up to a seated position. We'll bring our knees, our feet together. And we're going to relax the groin, allow it to open up. Bringing the knees down to allow them to relax. Sitting up straight, inhaling, relaxing, and then start slowly rotating the head around, relaxing the shoulders, allowing them to drop. Paying attention to your head as you rotate it around, noticing areas of tightness or where you want to skip ahead because of tension, becoming aware of the areas you might need to work on in the future or the areas you might need to release. And then switching directions with the head. Relaxing the groin, relaxing the sit bones, allowing yourself to sink to the floor, allowing the knees to get deeper. Maybe use the forearms to help guide the knees closer to the mat. And bringing the knees back up, we'll do another twist. Straightening the left leg, bringing the right foot to the inside of the thigh, to the outside of the thigh, or even bringing the left leg in. Whichever position you'd like to choose, whatever you feel you can do, get comfortable with that. So we'll wrap our left arm around our right knee, bringing our right arm up and over behind us, supporting our spine, relaxing the low belly, starting to twist at the low belly, starting to twist at the upper belly, the chest, pushing into the mat to bring that clavicle open, and looking behind us, using the opposite arm to help pull to gain that twist. Inhaling nice and slowly, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the low belly, relaxing the back. No muscles need to be used except for the one arm supporting behind us to help open up that clavicle. Exhale as you're fogging up the mirror, consciously breathing. And then on your own time, on an inhale, coming forward, switching legs. Whatever you did on the one side, repeat on the other. So wrapping the right arm around the left knee, using the left arm behind the support to really push into the mat to open up that clavicle. Using the right arm to help guide the knee towards the center. Starting to twist at the low belly, then the upper belly, then the chest, and then looking behind. Exhaling nice and slowly. Exhaling as you're fogging up the window. Holding the breath in between, taking a pause, letting yourself sink into the mat. Feel your sit bones sink into the mat. Relax the glutes, relax your low belly and your back. And on an exhale, maybe you can twist a little more deeper into this. Then on an inhale, coming forward, giving the legs a stretch, letting them shake out. And we'll do another stretch on our back, getting deeper into the hips. So feet flat on the floor,
laying on our back. We're going to cross our legs, doesn't matter which one. Bring our feet up, and if you can, grab the shins or ankles. And this is careful, this is sensitive to the knees, so we want to just keep our feet level, and this is getting deeper into the hip and pulling the knees towards you. Exhaling to relax, release the low belly. Noticing the areas of tension that you can let go of and release. Relaxing the chest, the jaw. Exhaling slowly. And releasing the legs down to the floor. Switching whichever knee was on top and repeating that exercise, whether it's just a matter of pulling the knees into the chest, or if you can reach down the shins, and again being careful with the knees, pulling the legs toward you as you get deep into the hip stretch. Relaxing the low belly, relaxing the glutes, relaxing muscles between the sit bones. Exhaling nice and slowly, slower than you think, longer than you think. Bringing the navel into the spine. When you're done exhaling, you squeeze out any remaining air. Consciously breathing in nice and slowly. And releasing the legs back to the mat, giving them a shake. So we'll do a little happy baby. So we want to make sure our shoulder blades are flat on the floor, bringing our knees towards our chest, reaching between the legs and grabbing the insides of the soles of the feet, having the soles of the feet come to the ceiling. We want to try to get our knees into the armpits. So play around. You can just stay in this pose, or you can straighten one leg out to one side, or straighten the other leg out to the other side, do a little Karate Kid, or straighten both out in the splits. Listening to your body, whatever you would like to have. Maybe even rocking a little bit, massaging the low back. This one's called Happy Baby. I also like to call this one Happy Paul, because I like this one. Exhaling nice and slowly, relaxing the low belly. Then on your own time, straightening the legs out, lifting up again, making sure the shoulder blades are flat on the ground, palms up. And we go into Shavasana, just relaxing the body. So remain in this position while I get seated and help guide any breathing exercises. So as you lay in Shavasana, relax the body, allow gravity to feel the floor, feel the low back touching the floor. Inhaling nice and slowly. And there's neuro-linguistic programming where we can take the breath to separate from the mind. And once we've made that separation of the mind and true self, we can go to the mind as a tool. We can go to the mind saying, what am I grateful for? What makes me happy? And think of those things. And that will generate a feeling in us. And allow that feeling to come in. Put a smile on your face. The body and the mind communicate with each other. And the body puts a smile on its face. The mind says, oh, the body's happy, let's give it some happy chemicals. The body will react to touching something hot before the mind even says anything to do. So feeling happy, gratitude, allowing that feeling to come into the chest, putting a smile on your face, and then forget about the reasons that you're grateful, forget about the reasons that you're happy. We just want that step to get the feeling. We want to have that feeling. Become familiar with that feeling. Inhaling nice and slowly. When we become familiar with that feeling, we can say, we want this to be the norm. When I'm having troubles, I want to say, okay, go to my norm and recall that happy feeling, recall that gratitude, and then the mind will start creating chemicals to help support that feeling and get deeper into more relaxation, using the breath to exhale, to reduce the anxiety, to tell the mind, to tell us that we are safe and everything is fine, allowing us to get that peace, allowing us to get that gratitude and happiness. So inhaling slower than you think. And when you inhale, before you inhale, don't inhale until you can relax your jaw. Don't inhale until you can relax your throat. And if you can get that to relax, see if you can maintain that relaxation as you inhale. We can also assign an attitude to our inhale. If we're anxious when we inhale, we bring anxiety into our present. If we're grateful and we're happy and think of that as we inhale, we bring happiness and gratitude into our present. And then we work on maintaining it and keeping it. If you've ever been in the bathtub and let the water drain out and you feel yourself get heavy and sink, allow that feeling to take over right now. The body doesn't know the difference between awake and a dream. So if you can tell the body that we're in a tub of water that's draining, we're feeling heavy, the body will say, okay, I'm feeling it, I understand that. Slowly inhaling, think of all those rib bones. Relax all those rib bones. Relax the low belly, relax the hips, any muscles between the sit bones. Inhaling slower than you think. Choose a muscle group to relax before you inhale and see if you can maintain that relaxation in that muscle group as you inhale. Become familiar with the body relaxing, becoming familiar with different parts of the body relaxing. And then go to the breath, slowly, consciously inhaling, slower than you think, inhaling, taking your time. Exhaling slower than you think. Allowing ourselves to sink into the floor, allowing ourselves to relax, allowing ourselves to be at ease, knowing that we have control, knowing that we can get control. If we lose it, we can get it back and bring ourselves to a peaceful, happy place. Then slowly wiggling the toes and ankles, the wrists, reaching overhead, giving our body a stretch, bringing our knees into our chest, giving ourselves a hug, tell ourselves that we love ourselves, that we're happy. And on your own time, bringing yourself to a seated position. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this yin quick 30-minute exercise. If you've reached a place of peace and calm, might I suggest that you take this time just to sit in meditation and just be in this moment and become familiar with it and enjoy it. Hope you found this beneficial. Thank you. Namaste.